Hey everybody. I will sit right down and write myself a letter and sign it with a strange cartoon. I'm gonna write what's oh so sweet. They're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of drawings at the bottom. I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna write and say, I hope you're feeling better. I'm gonna sign it with love just the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself an old mash letter and to make believe it came from little old you. Hi. Hi. Yes, the Hillbilly Cartoonist. Let's see. What we got? What we got, Rich? Oh, we'll do, I haven't done this in a million years. It'll probably sound like it. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sun shine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in this cartoon studio. Time keeps dragging on, but the train keeps a-rolling, don't doubt a second. So I was just there, I'm going back. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno, 'cause he didn't like my cartoons. Just to watch him die. And when I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Well, I'll bet there's rich folks eating and hipsters too. Well, I'll bet there's rich folks eating in some fancy dining car, sipping on their Starbucks and smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free, not me. And those people keep a-moving, and that's what tortures me. I'm trying to write a new verse. Well, it was 23 years I did a Nancy cartoon. I'd be up at midnight and sleeping afternoons, but how I got that gone. I'm on the road, and I ain't got a rhyme there. I'll take an Allman Brothers heavy load. Yeah, we're in Nashville, you know, where this can make you money. Well, if you're good at it. Muppet babies will make your dreams come true. Muppet babies will do the same for you. Hi. Hey, so guitars. And I'm going to get into everything. And it's been, what, 2 years since we've done this? 2 years, right, Rich? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Give it up for Vocal Group of the Year. It's the Cardboard Cowboy Cutouts.
Yep.
With their smash hit. I didn't pay for pictures of Taylor Swift's feet online. Go check it out on Spotify. It is awesome. Here, Rich, if you don't mind, I'm just going to play a little bit of it, okay? Okay, all right, thanks. Because I'm a cartoonist, that means I'm a drunk. But I can't buy no wine. I spent all my money, honey, buying pictures of Taylor Swift's feet online. I tried to buy her pantyhose, but the Joker sold me Michael Jackson's nose. Welcome to Richie's Nightmare. Okay, anyway. So guys, congratulations, Rich.
Thank you.
Anybody, ladies and gentlemen, Richie Rich. There he is.
Hi, guys.
There he is. We are back in the castle. Oh, look at that. Oh, well, I love a girl and a ruby is a name. Anyway, Rich, hasn't been with us in a real long time. He bought a castle over on the south of France, and so he flew in on the Concorde, because that's really amazing, because that's been out of commission for decades. But he came in just to do this show.
Why don't you just tell them the truth that came in our broom?
Anyway, hi guys. Hi Jan. Anyway, so Rich is here, and we're going to do an art sale. I'm warming up.
Well, while you're warming up, don't forget to do this show what you didn't do last show, which is talk about the Christmas guitars.
Thank you. So, here's what's going on. So you can see that on my guitar here, there's lots of characters. And they're drawn with a Sharpie on this Epiphone, making it worthless, especially the way that I play it. Now, if you've been following along in our episodic serial, you know that I've been doing electric guitars, and we've sold quite a few of them. But now the guitars are online at our store. I spoke with JR earlier today. That's Zobi Productions. And the electric guitars and the drum heads. Rich, would you show the drum head? And the drum heads are now up at our store at aguyGilchristproduction.com. Head on over there. That's where stuff will be if you're looking for a Christmas present, something to possibly thwart a divorce, whatever it happens to be. You want to buy, an expensive piece of artwork for your newborn child to drool on, whatever it happens to be. Look, it's your bag, man. I didn't say anything about him buying, the photos of Taylor Swift's feet. So, just beyond my vision, in the vapor trail of the stars, the night may flash her mysterious smile, but I can't see that far. To the heart of the night, the heart of the night, that cool, cruel heart of the night. I know she hides my secrets and my wishes never spoken, and in her swim all the shooting stars and all the promises they've broken. The heart of the night, she's the heart of the night, that cool, cruel heart of the night. Her breeze reaches me and kisses my cheek. I feel her chill run through me. The heart of the night may be warm for some, babe, but I can't breathe it to me. The heart of the night, she's the heart of the night. That cool, cruel heart of the night. There is no peace for this restless soul as stars are chased by the sun, till once again my world turns dark and once again she comes. The heart of the night, she's the heart of the night. That cool, cruel heart of the night. She's the heart of the night. The heart of the night. That cool, cruel heart of the night. Yes, that and other non-hits, along with every single song that Slim Whitman never recorded, is now available for you right here on these two vinyl records that have been shrunk by technology just for you. Yes, you don't even need a photographic needle. You can play this with a pin, or if you're pointy enough, your nose. So we have two CDs. And this is just a Christmas special because it's crazy, guys, Christmas and whenever this is. Okay, so here's what you're going to get. Yes, there's more. Operators are not standing by and no one is listening to you. So pay attention. We now have, this is the PayPal, guys, okay? And we're going to actually begin the commercial actual money portion of the program, which is why I'm not playing the guitar anymore, because I never made a dime. Okay, everything is going to be paid. GuyGilchristMusic@gmail.com. Because you say, I want that, yes, does not mean you got it. And we've also, because many of you have requested it, we now have Venmo, or oven spelled really messed up. Venmo. It's at Guy dash, don't write D-A-S-H, it will not get there. Guy dash Gilchrist. And here's what you'll get. So we have a brand new, spanking new, brand new version of the album that we put out about 7 years ago, Angel in Black. This will be signed by me, whether you like it or not. And it has brand new photos on the back that are not new at all, but they're things that mean a lot to me. There's Scotty Moore and myself. Scotty was Elvis's first manager and guitar player. There's me at the Grand Ole Opry with my wall of artwork at the Opry. And then I think the other picture of me is with Jim Henson. And I really had to talk Rich into not using the picture of me going online trying to buy Taylor Swift's. Okay, anyway. And then down in our deep, dark, haunted basement, ooh, spooky, isn't it, kids? Scary. Count Floyd. We found some of these, and this is the original records that we sent out that we actually had seasonal hits. I know, it's like McCormick seasoning. Seasonal hits. Was it oregano? No, it was seasonal. Okay? Yes, it was a dry rub. So we have these, and see, I used to would write, to who it was for and sign it right inside. This was my form of payola to get hit records on the radio, and it kind of worked. We got in the top 20. By the way, all of the money that is ever raised, all my songwriter royalties and all of that, because as we know, there's not much to be made here, but in songwriting, sometimes still, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, all of the money from the Christmas songs goes to Boys Town. So there's that. And so if you would like to get these two mints and one, if you would like to get these two, send $30, and that will include the postage, okay? $30, and we will mail these to you, okay? We tried to put them on carrier pigeons, but the pigeons keep dropping them. So we will mail them to you. Anyway, welcome to the studio.
While you're on the subject
Yeah.
of music, don't forget to let them know that if they want to download them or buy them online, that you can go to Spotify, Apple Music.
Here, wait a minute. And now, a word from our sponsor.
If you want to buy Guy's, or if you want to download Guy's music and have it in your phone or on your computer, you can go to Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, iTunes, any place that you download your music. His music is available.
And also, you can download the MP3s right off of our website.
Yes.
It's at our store. So if you want to pick and choose that way, but please support not just me, but all of your local musicians. To get serious for a minute, Music Row has become Music How. I moved here after having, I've been a successful cartoonist, and I love songwriting. And I had quite a few songs on the radio, you probably know. But songwriters are getting nothing. All of the old songs from the 60s and 70s and stuff, they're not paying anyone anything. And there's all this court stuff that's going on. Honestly, when you buy a t-shirt or you buy a physical CD, that's like 1,000 streams. That's how lame this is, folks. I'll tell you, like I had a record that that Jamie O'Neill did just a couple of years ago, and oh my God, I was so thrilled. It's called "Take Me Home," and by the way, you can watch the video on my website. It's about rescue dogs, and I was thrilled to death. I mean, here's a major artist, and she's cutting my song, and it's gorgeous, by the way. And so is she. And but honestly, I made more money off of the record that I did, that I co-wrote back in 1980 or 79, that just barely cracked the Billboard charts, because records were being sold back then, and and so you could actually count the numbers and stuff, for songwriters. So anyway, thanks for supporting me and for supporting all of your local guys. I know that you guys have done a lot on Facebook, and that's how a lot of you and I met, possibly, was during COVID, doing things like this. We haven't done this in 2 years, and on my personal page, I don't know if we've ever done this, but we're going to do, the entertainment portion of the program, if you could call that entertainment, but you get what you pay for, and this was free. We're now going to get into the commercial aspect of things, and I'm going to be showing you artwork, and now here's how it works, okay? Now, you don't get the artwork. Here's how it doesn't work. You don't say, okay, I'll take that, because you didn't buy it. We appreciate all the likes and all the loves and everything like that, and I truly do. And I know a lot of you aren't here to really buy the art, but to just look at it. But if you truly want something, here's the thing. You're watching this live, so you have the first opportunity. We did Instagram beforehand, but anything that's been purchased through Instagram is now off. So this is all for you, okay? Now, you can, if you are in the Nashville area, you can arrange through myself or through Angie, okay? Local pickup. Okay, want to bring that up. Now, if you're watching this live, this is how it works. So you have those. Take a screenshot of it, write it down, however you want to do it, make a tattoo. If you know, that'll be painful, but you know, I appreciate your loyalty. So this is how you're going to pay for things. So say, I want that, that's great. Because if multiple people want it, then you saying you want it, you got it first. Okay.
Fight over it.
And that's really important, especially with the archival stuff, which I'm going to show you. Okay, so we're going to kind of get down to it now. You know about that. I'll show you a couple of. So here we are at this table, and this has been my table since the 1970s. This light table that no longer lights up. They tell me that I've drawn over 200,000 drawings, and most of them were on this table. All of those years that I was doing the Muppets, Nancy, all these brushes and ink and everything, this has all been my thing all of these years. This is where I do everything. Some of you have asked me, would I have some Nancy artwork? And so I've done specifically Nancy artwork for you. Before I forget, we have a couple of things that's kind of cool. So I do have, if you guys, I have 3 copies left of this. If anybody wants it, they can just send $20 and I sign it, and I'm going to draw a quick picture of Sluggo or something on it and sign it for you. It's the Nashville Arts magazine, which is no longer around. And we're the cover story. And so if you want one of those, hit us up. It'll be $20. Well, that'll include the postage. It weighs about 10 pounds. So I'll lose money on this, but I will send you one. We found this. It's pretty cool. There's some story about me in here. It doesn't involve the law, so that means it's good. All right, where am I? Oh, there I am. And it's all about our... it's about, you know, my connection with Nashville. So it's kind of a neat little thing to have, and pretty much no one has it. So we have about 3 of those, so if you want one, claim it. Okay. So, oh, I wanted to show you. So here's a couple of really cool things that we pulled out just pour vous. So, this is the oldest drawing I can find of mine in ink. And it was done, I think, when I was like about a junior in high school. And it's me at my very first desk in the basement in Avon, Connecticut. And I found this, and I'm shocked it exists. But if you ever wondered how I ever did what I did, this deepens the mystery. I know. Now, I did find this, and this is for sale. These 2 things are for sale. Here we go. So, way back in the day, we were trying to get Mud Pie going. And so I did these greeting cards. And it looks like I did them like yesterday. And they're in such perfect shape. This is a presentation board, and this is original art of Mud Pie. I know he looks a little different, doesn't he? This is when I first started drawing him. And I believe that these were at our very first licensing show, the first show that was ever at the Jacob Javits Center. That's how old this is. If anyone would like to buy this, and it's in perfect shape, it'll be $500, and you'll have like some of the oldest Mud Pie art there is. Okay, that's $500, and
forget to tell them the shipping.
And the shipping on that is going to be a little bit more. The shipping will be like $50. But again, if you're in vicinity or something and you want it, okay? But put in $50 extra for the shipping because that's big, okay? Now, I had no idea I had this. This is an original airbrushed page from my 4th book. Here Comes Pumpkin. This is Pumpkin. This is Mud Pie's baby sister when she was born in that book. It's from Modern Publishing, and I think the book came out in about '87. Anyway, I signed it down here a long, long time ago because it was in an exhibition in Pittsburgh or Philadelphia. I can't remember which is why it has the matting and everything. It's really well matted. Yeah, it's got the notations and all that stuff on the back. And this looks like I did it today, doesn't it? And, you know, I get the note all the time about how my stuff looks like it was done on a computer because it's like so smooth and stuff, you know. But anyway, it's not done on a computer. It's done by this goofball. And, you know, the words would go here. And this is the real art. And I have this one page, and it's $500, and we will mail this to you. Again, put in $50 for the packing because it will have to be packed really, really nicely. But I'm blown away that I have this, and I would like you to. I know a lot of you grew up on these books. That's my daughter's nickname, by the way, Pumpkin. So, so this is the board that I did all of the Nancys on and the Muppets. These are the pens. This is everything. And this morning, I did some brand new Nancys, which I'm going to show you in a minute. We have an original Muppets from '82 here, and it's for sale. It's Piggy and Fozzie. It's 10/5/82. This is the original. It was read by 80 million people, I promise, all around the world. This is $800, and we will mail it to you. All of the originals, with the exception of a few that we keep for exhibition now, have been sold to a museum in Austin. So if you want one, there you go. There's this one. I'll show you which ones you can get. You can get that one. These are all 800, guys, okay? Here's one with Piggy and a gypsy violinist and Kermit. Here's Piggy and Kermit having chili. This is from 1982. This is from 1982 as well. When you get these, you get an affidavit from me, a handwritten thing saying exactly what you got. Here's Statler and Waldorf at the Empire State Building. Wow! And what happened here? Penny holes. I'm dropping that far. Yeah, okay, you got it. And here's Dr. Bob, Nurse Janice, and Kermit. I'm sorry, Dr. Bob can't see you today. Too busy? No, he lost his contact lenses. Wonk. We also have an absolutely perfect, and I mean perfect, I have 2 perfect Sundays. This Sunday would be $500, and so will the other one, okay? It's a perfect Sunday page in that it's got them getting married in a dream. It's got Fritzy too, it's got Teddy, it's one of my absolute favorite gags that I ever wrote. And it's from June 12th, 2005. It even says Firehouse 1922, and do you know why? That was the very first year of Fritzy Ritz, 1922. This was done on one of the anniversaries of Ernie's. Either I drew it or it was printed, on either his birthday or the day of his passing or his wife's or Abby's or something. I know that I did it as an inside joke. Then I have one Fritzy left for sale, and it's about the music business. You get the Babe, Cowboy Babe Fritzy, vinyl, 8 tracks, cassettes, CDs. Now it's in my iTunes. Yep, you know just how much you love an album by how many ways you've bought the same one over the years. And this is from July 13th, 2008. And this would be 500. Okay, guys? All right. Now we're going to get into the books. And boy, do we got books. Remember, that's your PayPal and Venmo stuff. And here we go. For all of you, and I got notes going like, are we going to get some Nancy stuff? I drew you some Nancy's this morning with this stuff. The same paper and pens and brushes that I did this stuff those years ago because I'm too cheap and to buy new, and they work really well. Okay, so here we go. This is how it goes. So if you see something you want, say I want it, and then tack $15 on for the postage, buy it, PayPal, Venmo, and just write in your note what you bought, okay? If you need to, take a screenshot, of as we're flipping through. Here we go. Okay, we've got a Scrooge. So you would write Color Scrooge, DuckTales. Okay, this would normally be about $150 or so. So this would be $120. Okay, $120. Here's a Kermit Rainbow Connection. It's a little bit smaller. I did it because I've had requests. People have too much stuff on their, they don't have enough wall space. So this is a really pretty size. And this will be $150. Here's a pretty nifty Ariel that I did. I loved those two colors together. So I just left it at that. I love messing with color. Anyway, this would be $125. So write Aqua Ariel on that, okay, or something like that. Okay, boys. It's been 20 years since I did one of these. Here's a Color Fritzy bikini picture. You're welcome, Mel Tillis up in heaven. I love you too. He loved Fritzy. Anyway, these are for me to do these normally is like $300, and I don't even do them. And I did it specially. This will be $200. Whoever wants it, it'll never fade. Okay, and here are brand new Nancy's, so I don't want to hear it. Are you going to do Nancy? I gave you some Nancy's, and I really, really enjoy doing them. By the way, I don't mention Nancy a whole bunch because I do it out of respect for the person that's doing it now. So I really love, when you say how much you enjoy Nancy and all of that stuff. And thank you very, very much. And it's a huge part of my life and something that I'm very, very happy about all of those years. But I was really glad that you wrote in and said that you would like some Nancy because I really didn't have a lot. And so I'm glad you asked. And so I grabbed my pens and brushes and off we went. This will be $125 for Nancy running. Here's Fritzy in blue purple. And this will be $125. And make sure you say sold. You want it. I know the guys that do. This will be $100. It'll never fade. There's another one because I know we've got more than one person. So. And then there they are together. This would be 150. It was really fun. I haven't drawn them in ink in 5 years. It was a lot of fun. Okay, here we go. Into the princesses. Oh boy, there's an awful lot of interest in this one online. So, Ariel smiling. This is normally like a $300 piece, so it'll be $200. This will be $175 for Princess Aurora, or as you might know her, Sleeping Beauty. Here's Dumbo in full color. It'll be $125. Now remember to add on your postage, okay? But if you're buying more than one, you only have to pay the postage once. Okay, we've got $150, and this will never ever fade, just like your love. Always be there. I really enjoyed getting the brushes out and doing these characters. Mickey and Minnie. Oh, here's the worm. Again, it's a little bit smaller. Hello. So this will be $125. And I have had so many requests to do this. It's crazy. Anyway, so here's Jareth and Sarah as the world falls down. And this will be $200, which is $100 off. $100 off. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Sugar Plum Pumpkin Day. Happy Halloween. This would normally be about $150. This will be $100. Mikey Eatin' Pizza, the bigger one. Okay? Okay, this is usually like a $175 to $200 piece. You see it's got a background and all that kind of good stuff. Anyway, $150 for Scrooge, and write Big Scrooge. That's what I want. Money, that's what I want. Okay? Okay. Gonzo, that'll be $100. Zoot, $100. This Scrooge, $100. So just write one color Scrooge, and I'll know what you mean. Okay? Snow White with her apple. Normally this is like, you know, at least $150. You see, it's got a beautiful background. I like doing the backgrounds when I can. Anyway, it's got the woods and all of that. So normally this is like a $150 piece. So we'll just say $125. Okay? $125 for that Snow White with the woods. Oh, okay. So those were all ones that I just drew for this particular thing. I know. Okay. So we'll go in between these two books. Oh, let's show, you know what? We didn't even show this on the last show. So, yep. Okay, I'm going to show you quick sketches. These are all very inexpensive, so be sure you grab it as soon as you see it, because everybody will. Okay? Here we go. Okay, so these are just write sketch. Write the character and write sketch. That way I know it was the sketch. Okay, here we go. Cookie, that's 50. Mickey Sorcerer, 50. 70. Oscar. Okay, Chip and Dale together, 100. Baby Rex from the Tiny Dinos, 40. Thumper, 50. Just write Thumper, sketch. Remember, you got to buy it. Don't just say, oh, I'll get it later, because you're not gonna. Okay. Baby Kermit, sketch, 50. Babs and Buster, 50 each, sketch. Okay, Tom and Jerry, 100. Just write sketch. Piggy, baby piggy, 50. 50 for the for Raphael, sketch. 50 for Bugs, sketch. 50 for Foghorn Leghorn, sketch. 60 for Shredder, sketch. Piggy, 50, dreams come true. Oh, this is Wilbur the Wizard, my very first character. 40. Oh, I did him in the 1970s. Shirley the Loon from Tiny Toons, be 40. Baby Beaker sketch, running, okay, be 60. Here's a quick inked animal sketch, 60. Beaker, 50. Swedish Chef, 50. These will both be 60 each. Raphael, so you would write Raphael sketch, okay? 60, okay? Leo sketch, 60. This is like the cheapest we will ever do this. Oh, look at that. I remember this when we did this. So we were doing an online thing, and I was telling them about how much Dr. Seuss meant to me. Anyway, this is 40 if you'd like it. Cat in a Hat. I think that's it for sketches. Okay. We didn't get to do this on the last show, so you guys have that wide open. Okay. We'll get into some, Muppets first. Okay, here we go. Okay. So now these are all color pieces. They should be. Here we go. Okay. The Beaker in color. It's 125. It would be 110. Pepe, 100. 175 for Piggy and Kermit together. Our love is here to stay. 200 for this Rainbow Connection. It's the full-size one. And it's got quite a bit going on here. This is what everyone always asks me to do, a color Statler and Waldorf. And this is $2.50 in the book. It'll be $2.25 for you, okay? And so, I mean, if you're buying multiples, you're really saving because you've got the discount plus, you get the free shipping on everything over one. Okay, we've got a Cookie Monster at $1.50. We'll say $1.25. Okay, for the big, say right, bigger Cookie Monster, big Cookie Monster. The Yip Yips, everybody loves them, $125. Full color Oscar, $125. Color Piggy, Be the Star You Are, $100. That'll really look nice in a gold frame, I think. Baby Fozzie, be $100. Big Bird, be $100. I just took so much money off of this. I love you guys. Be sure you're grabbing because Emmett and his mom from Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. And this is $200. Now we've already taken $100 off of this, so this $200 is real. This has got a lot going on. And it does say love, it's the Rainbow Connection, but this isn't a Rainbow Connection quote. It's a quote from Jim. Please watch out for each other and love and forgive everybody. Be kind always. It's a good life. Enjoy it. And, Jim, it's very important that his characters live on, and Disney's doing okay with that. But it's very, very important that the way that he wanted to change the world, one person at a time, is not forgotten. That his character is remembered. And so at every show, when I'm drawing Kermit and telling stories, I'm also writing down Jim quotes. That, gosh, it's not plausible for all of us to have his gifts. But it is plausible for all of us to have his kindness and his love. Okay, Ernie, 125 with his rubber ducky. You're so fine, and I'm happy that you're mine. Okay, 100 for the worm, and that's in steel blue. Okay, so it's a steel blue worm. Fizzgig from Dark Crystal, we'll say 125. Sweetums, this is all the way down from $200. It's my Halloween treat to you. It's $130. That's $70 off.
Rolf the dog here. I'll play for biscuits, but I'd rather not. I want cash, cold hard cash. Well, and a nice hydrant at Ciro's or the Copa. I've got to impress the poodles.
This will be $125. Okay, so many people ask for these around this time of year as we're coming up to Christmas. It'd be nice to keep out all year long, or anyway, it's usually a $200 piece, and it's $175 right now, and there you go. So that would be Muppet Christmas Carol. It's Rizzo and Gonzo. Here's Gonzo and Camilla. That would be 100. Our Weird Love is the best love. Gobo is 100. Red is 100. We did hear from someone that they wanted this, but they haven't done anything about it, so can't do anything about that. Red, that'll be 100 too. The Doozer will be 100. Junior is 100. Baby Rolf, may all your dreams come true, is 100. And we'll go 100 on Baby Beaker. Baby Beaker was such a great Muppet Baby because, he's scared of everything. And so, there were a lot of teachable moments with him, and a lot of humor, of course, too. Okay, what's this? Oh, I know. So this piece is like, if you commission me to do this, and you guys that commission me, this is like a $500 piece. Anyway, if you would like it, you're watching right now, it'll be $350. You'll have this for your family. Gobo, be 100. Moki, 100. 125, here's some simple advice. Always be yourself. Never take yourself too seriously. And beware of advice from experts, pigs, and members of parliament. Jim Henson. Every house should have that. Okay, $100 right now gets you Mahna and that earworm for the rest of the night.
Mahna!
100 for this Miss Piggy. Shine. So stars back there. I hope you can see that. Okay, this special Jareth and Sarah from Labyrinth. These are only sold together. Okay, so it's $300 for the pair. And as you can see, I spend a little time on these. Again, so this will be $300 for the pair. You can't just buy one or the other, okay? They go together. I know, but really, right? Okay, $125. This was really Jim and my relationship. You know, we worked very, very hard, and he made sure that we enjoyed it, because it was scary as all get out, you know. When you're being read by 80 million people, you have deadlines that no human can possibly do. You're trying to do perfection and all of that. But that was Jim's, but Jim knew it was difficult, and he made it happy, you know, a happy, happy place. Magic is hard work, but hard work can be fun. We were all workaholics, and you know, in graduating from Henson High the way that I did, I stayed a workaholic. That's why there's all this. I remember the first year after the first year that I stopped doing the Muppet strip, okay? Now I had a staff and everything, okay? But you know, all 20 Tiny Dino books, all 20, all of that, full color stuff, okay? I did it in a year and a half. I was in a different gear, man. It's like that's where Jim was, you know? Jim left us way too early, but he created enough for 3 lifetimes. And he continues to live on. Then this one would be Rainbow Connection Sketch, okay? And it's $100. It has rainbow in it, okay? Sketch, though. This would be Janice Sketch. It'd be $125. Serious Sheryl Crow and Nancy Wilson of Heart Vibes there. $100 for Animal Crashing Through the Drumhead. $100 for Fozzie. $100 for Cookie Monster. This would be the one that's a smaller Cookie Monster, okay? For your walls, if you're looking for a little bit more space. And then $75 for Super Grover. Okay, we got through that book. Wow, we're doing pretty good. And it's only Saturday. Gee, time sure flies. Okay, here we go. $120 for the Pink Panther. $125 for Tinkerbell in color. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust. $150 for Baloo the Bear. And this is a recreation of one of the covers that we did for the paperbacks back in the day in Tailspin. And, but we, it was all airbrush and stuff back then. So, but what I've done is gone in and sort of, rainbowed out the clouds and all of that. I think it's a kind of nice piece. Okay, everybody likes this. And if you order it as a commission, it's around $300. So this is going to be $225. And there's a lot going on there. What's opera? Everybody is already singing the song. You know you are. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Can be yours. It cannot be yours. You have free will. Don't let the bunny in drag hypnotize you. 100 for Bugs, not in drag. Ain't I a stinker? Okay, 125 for Anna from Frozen. Cinderella, 125. It's full-size Cinderella. Okay. We've got 150 for the smaller Ariel. That's a smaller piece. It's got a beautiful sunset at the beach behind her. $125 for the Snow White close-up, but she still has the woods and the trees and stuff. Woody Woodpecker, you guys all know the story, and you're in the room right now, so I'll show you if I can. So, let me get past the frog here. So, you know, Walter was very, very important to me. This is, I've told you guys the story about how I wrote to him when I was 10. And he wrote me back and told me I was going to be a successful cartoonist. So Woody Woodpecker has always been very important. I'll show you the walls, by the way, if you want to see the walls. Okay, Kermit, that's okay with you? It's all right. Okay, here we go. This stuff that I like. So here's some Muppet strips and the original Kodak of me and Jim. Oh, and here's a really nice thing that my friend Jay Foskett did of me as Rolf. There's a letter from Dr. Seuss. There's Leslie Parrish. Signed Ringo. Signed Brian. Oh, my brother Carol. There's me with the Walkers. Mort, who discovered me, and his sons. And there's Bill Janoka. And that's one of our last lunches that we had at the Greenwich Country Club before Mort passed. God bless Mort Walker. There's my dear friend, Sid Croft. How many memories, right? Here's Brian and the Beach Boys. Here's my dear friend Donald Lauren, the star of Shindig, the Dr. Pepper Girl in the 1960s, and star of Beach Blanket Bingo with Frankie and Annette. Here's my note from Jim about the White House. He thought I did a good job. There's Jim and Frank and Rolf. Rolf the dog again, you know. Right in the middle. Hey, boss. Oh, he's watching me. But not really. See how he's just sort of gazing off, going like, well, I know you'll do well. I'll just hang around here. Looking cool. This is exactly the kind of phone, and we had a little answering machine that went with it. I'd pick up the phone, I'd see the light blinking, and in the morning when I'd come into the office, you know, to my garage studio, and sometimes it'd be a message from Jim, you know, a voice message that he left during the night because he was in London. There's Olivia. There's Butch Patrick, the Munsters. There's my dear friend Marta from Lost in Space, and also she was the mermaid in Beach Blanket Bingo. There's the Beach Boys again, the dear doctor. Carrying on the beach theme, Sally Shashish from the Beach movies. Okay, George Harrison, but Here Comes the Sun, that's close enough to beach. It's just stuff that makes me happy. Here's a telegram. You remember those telegrams? And From Where the Boys Are, and lots of other movies. Yvette Mimieux. Anyway, that's the joint. Got a Ray Harryhausen dinosaur there. Got my dinos. Lots of books. More of, you know, hey, I'm not the president of the Yvette Mimieux fan club for nothing. There's the creature. There's my pal Dion. And lots of my books. Oh, and here's something that's been in every studio I've ever had. This is a picture of Kermit, drawn and colored. It's a jam piece by Lauren and Garrett when they were babies. Kermit's trying to catch a fly. See? I'm sure you saw that. Okay, I'll hand it back now to the more than capable hands of His Majesty Richie Rich.
Brother,
Okay.
you're pouring it on thick.
Well, I'm tired. You got me drunk on wine. You know, he's online doing the whole thing with Taylor Swift's feet. You know how it'll be. I've gotten into that already.
Well, if you're drunk on wine, you better hurry because you're gonna run out of energy to do this.
Okay, guys. So now we're in Turtleville. These are 300 for the pair, but anyway, it'll be 250. So 125 each. Raphael, full figure. Mikey, full figure. Donnie, full figure, same. Leo, full figure, all the same. Okay. 100 for Wile E. Coyote. 100 for Felix. I love getting that call to do merchandise for Felix back in, it's in early 1990s, I guess. Staying in Turtleville again. Okay, so you got the floating Halloween heads of turtles is floating. The Turtle Zone. Okay, 175. 125 for April. Lovely April.
That's cheap, isn't it?
Oh,
Or
very.
inexpensive.
Very. Yeah, well, she ain't cheap.
That's
She ain't cheap. But she's being nice tonight. Okay. The 150 usually for the color, be 130 tonight for color Tom and Jerry. Okay. This piece is $400 piece. It's all the characters. It's 300 tonight. It's all of them and pizza too. Okay. Okay. Pepe has not been canceled here at the studio. We love him. He's love. Okay. 100 for Pepe. 100 for Pizza Time, dude. So this will be the smaller, just because in size, the smaller Mikey with pizza, okay? Pizza Time, dude. 100 for Mikey in action. The nunchucks. We've got, okay, this will be at just $50. $50 for this Donnie sketch. So you write Donnie sketch, Donatello sketch, okay? 100 for Pluto. 100 for Woody Woodpecker. That'll be Woody Woodpecker face. 125, which is 25 off. And then you too can dine on turtle soup or order from Subway. This is, and did I, 125. Okay, this will be 125 as well. This is, I redid the drawing the very first drawing of Donatello on a cover. So this is from Donnie's cover that we did way back in the day. That's the exact same pose from the Random House book. Okay, 125 each. Launchpad. Magica to spell. I loved doing these. And see, they all have nice, some backgrounds and stuff. And, usually with these sketches, there's not, but I've been really putting a lot sort of into some of the backgrounds on some of these pieces. I'm loving doing it. Okay. Babs Bunny and Buster Bunny. No relation. Okay. Be 75 each. That's cheap. Okay. So normally this is $250 for the pair. But if you buy the pair, the parents and 2 of the kids. So what we'll do is we'll do 200 and we'll mail that out to you. Okay, and you can see again, it's got some background, it's got some nice things, and they would look really nice framed either separately or together. Since I did them together. Oh, they're Dalmatians, but not 101 of them. We couldn't fit them in the studio. Okay, we'll go 100 on the Donald Duck head. Okay, head sketch. And we'll go 75 each on the head sketches, the color head sketches of Mickey and Minnie. And then we'll go 110 for Krang and Robot. We got anything else? Yep. Okay, so we've got this little Cinderella all in color, and it would look gorgeous framed in lots of different sizes because there's a lot of room around it, so you can cut it down or do whatever you'd like to it. Anyway, it'll be $75, and we'll get that out to you, okay? So, we've gone through the books, and I'm really thrilled about that. And is anybody asking anything, Rich, or?
They're just saying that they love your artwork and they're watching the show.
Great. Well, guys, Rich, why don't you do the PayPal thing again?
Yep.
And now a word from Arthur Godfrey. So it's PayPal. It's GuyGilchristMusic@gmail.com. There's no sweepstakes fee. That's it. And if you don't know how to do PayPal and you want to do Venmo or Movin', spelled weird, Venmo is at Guy-Gilchrist, okay? So that's how you do that. Now, we're going to show you some really kind of neat stuff. So, hey, Rich.
Yes, sir.
Pass me the proof sheets.
Proof sheets, okay.
Okay, so way back in the day, guys, we just found these. Of course, I know they're there, but I just pulled them out of this. This is the original envelope. One of the original envelopes. I'd get an envelope like this twice a week. From New York, the town's so nice they named it twice. You see Monroe, Connecticut, and a long time ago. 85. January of 85. So, they would send us our proofs. And the proof sheets sometimes would be folded. They'd come through, especially if they were going to be...
It says do not fold, but they fold them anyway.
Well, right, do not fold. But they would sometimes fold these in if there'd been some kind of miscommunication or something like that with the paper or whatever. So anyway, we have a couple of Sunday pages. And these are proof sheets, guys. So these are the original proofs. And this is what the newspapers used to get. These are the Sunday pages. These are going to be 200 each, okay? One is Piggy and Kermit. Now kiss me or I'll rip your lips off. I love this. Kermit, it's not what you do that makes me love you. It's the special way you do it. There's a subtle beauty in the way you handle life that I respect, admire, and cherish. It's the gentleness of your touch, the kindness of your voice. In your heart, you are magic. You are completeness. You are my eternity. Gee, Piggy, what a beautiful thing to say. That was so romantic, so sincere. Now kiss me or I'll rip your lips off. Yeah, we kind of knew those characters. Yeah, I wrote that. I don't remember. Anyway, and here's Piggy and Kermit doing laundry together, so I guess it's working out. And this is from 1984. She's digging the static cling. These are going to be 200 each, and I would sign them for you, okay? And you'll get a note saying what they are. Here's Kermit and Fozzie fishing. These are all, from 1984. And they, we have all and you get a handwritten note from me with documentation and all that sort of stuff. And it'll look lovely, lovely, lovely framed. These are going to be 200 each. These right here are some of the proof sheets from back in the day. This is from 84. See, it went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday you got a separate one. So this is what we would mail newspapers all around the world, because remember, there were no computers back then, no internet, so everything was mailed. So you'll get, and you can go look up online, and anyway, I'll sign this for you and write down what it is. They're not too bad. These are as is, the way that they are. These are the production pieces. These are very, very old. They're in pretty decent shape. You know, this one's got a couple little notches on it, but, you know, it's still run. It would still print, right? This is from 1986.
These are all one of a kind.
These are all one of a kind. I mean, you know, the newspapers had them. Sometimes they're a little bit different sizing, because sometimes they would have to, something would happen. We wouldn't know what, because we would get, we would get the proofs would come in, and we get a certain amount of copies. Then sometimes every once in a while there'd be something they expedited, and it could be off-centered. In this case, it's off-centered, and it would just get sent to you in different sizes. Like sometimes like that, you see? And they'd be slid right into that envelope with a piece of cardboard, and boom, boom, boom. So not really sure how that went, why that happened, that sometimes we would get the same thing twice. But when that would happen and you get the bigger thing, it would only be one sheet. So not really sure whatever went down on that. I never asked questions. I was just trying to make sure I didn't miss the deadlines. This is from 1983. This is from 83 as well. Oh, Swedish Chef is in that one. Gee, Chef, I appreciate you making me that chicken sandwich. Now, could you do me one more favor? Cook it. So, if you'd like one or all of these, buy them. And we will sell them to you. We're very, very democratic that way. You have money, we sell it to you, whether we like you or not. Okay, let's do the pops.
Yep.
So I've got 5 pops here, and I always get lots of notes about the pops. So these are 100 each, okay? There's Pocahontas. And the shipping on these will just be 10, okay? 10. There's Pocahontas. You see I draw on these,
And they're
like
all
with,
signed.
with like paint and stuff. Oh, will you sign it? It is signed, see? And it's also in a protective case. It's Baby Yoda. Grogu, the child. The man of 1,000 names. The boy of 1,000 names. That's 100. Disney fans out there? 100. Stranger Things fans out there? 11. But it's Beaker. And very rarely do I draw Janice, but I did here, and it's Janice as Harley Quinn. There's Harley Quinn, Janice. Look, you can't even tell the difference. Harley Quinn, Janice. Janice, Harley. Which is which? I'm all mixed up. Okay, now, one more thing before we say adieu. So I found this, and I had forgotten all about it. I'm going to read you a little story. But first, I'm going to tell you where this comes from. So, a long, long time ago, before there was the idea of graphic novels for children, but there were comics for kids. And I was doing a lot of 8x8, 24-page books, you know? So I had this idea. What if I wrote comic book stories for children, children's books, and fables and stuff, but put them in the 8x8s so that you could get them at the Walgreens and places like that? Because comics were already, kind of, going the route of the comic book stores and stuff like that. And they had the racks of the children's books, of my Books, Mercer Mayer's books, Dr. Seuss, all that stuff, all the golden books. I said, maybe I should do this. So I got with Jim Shooter. And Jim, Jim was an editor at DC and Marvel and started his own company. And everybody knows who Jim Shooter is. In the Marvel universe, okay, if Stan Lee didn't invent the character with Jack Kirby or Steve Ditko, Jim Shooter did. Just so you know. So anyway, so Jim and I got to know each other way, way back in the day, and we both thought it was a fantastic idea. So I painted a bunch of pages to show the color, that we could either do them as a color comic book sort of thing, or we could do them as a series children's book, but in panels. Well, everyone loved the idea, but no one could figure out how to do it. The comic book companies didn't print that size, and the children's book companies went, I don't know about, comic books inside of children's books. And of course now it's 90% of their sales. But anyway, I'm very proud of the work that we did, Tom Brenner and myself, on this. And I'm going to show you a book that we hand painted. It's a 4-page story, part of a book. It was part of the presentation, and it's for sale. And it's never been published, and you've never seen it until right now. So the idea was that I would have different parts of it. There would be different stories, 4-page stories and 8-page stories in each 24-page book. So that whether you're a boy or a girl, there'd be something for you. It'd be adventure. Anyway, so this was like a Grimm's fairy tale. An Aesop's Fable. So I called it Tales from the Enchanted Wood and created this character here, Elmo the elf. And you see all the trees, and it's fairyland, and he's talking to little bunnies. But he's going to tell a story that's in Aesop's Fables, okay? So it goes, once upon a time, a cat met a farmer's daughter, returning home after milking cows out in the stables. Hello, kind girl. Get lost, cat. You don't mean that. If you really wanted me to get lost, you wouldn't be bringing me my supper. Your what? My supper. Did you make other plans for it? You can see back here, we did a lot of cows back there. A lot going on here. We are having a ball with this thing. My supper? Why did you make other plans for it? Big plans. I didn't milk my father's cows all day just for your supper, I'm going to take this milk home, get the cream, and make it into butter. I still say that milk is my supper. Then I'm taking the butter to the market and trade it for eggs. I still say that milk is my supper. Then the eggs will hatch and I'll have chickens. Those chickens will have baby chickens. And soon I'll own my own chicken farm. Then I'll sell some of the chickens and buy a beautiful gown. And I'll be so gorgeous, all the men in the country will want to marry me. But I won't even look at them. I'll just shrug my shoulders and turn away. Then what? Then I'll toss my hair back like this and whoops. The bucket of milk fell to the ground, and as the milk flowed away, so too went all the grand plans of the farmer's daughter. You see, I told you it was my supper. So the moral of the story is, let me guess, don't cry over spilled milk. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched. Whiz is it? It's been so many years since I was told the story I've forgotten. Maybe it's don't ever talk to talking cats or you'll lose your bucket. You know, Elmo, you'd be a lot better storyteller if you could remember the endings. So this 4-page story, it's all done in watercolor and Dr. Martin's dyes. And of course it's my brush and pen and ink. And it's not doing me any good. It's sitting in a drawer. So if someone would like this, it will be $2,000 and you will have the whole story. I think that would look really, really nice, all framed together. Maybe someday it would even get published. Who knows? Very, very happy with this, and I'm really glad that I found it. It was like revisiting an old friend. As you can see, you know, I spent a lot of time on it. I did this at the exact same time I was doing Just Imagine and Nightlights. That was really, kind of my vibe at that time, where it was doing all of those fairy tales. So, and speaking of books, Rich, that Magical Creatures book? So I've been getting some notes from you guys on the books. And we are going to get the books up on the store, but as I've told you, we've been working quite a bit on the store. We have brand new posters. A lot of you guys like the Super Friends, Gonzo as Nosferatu, the Beatles, the Muppet Beatles, Abbey Road, Sgt. Pepper's, all that stuff. It's all up now. We have lots of new posters, and we also have the guitar. Lots going on. I want to thank Trisha Boswell. She does an incredible job on our website. JR, thank you for everything you do with our store. Angie Baggio, thank you so much for the way that you run the studio. Rich, thanks for coming down here and for all your help over all of these years. And anyway, so I know that some of you have this, some of you may not. For Christmas, if you want to get your kids something, your grandkids something, this is a good book. I illustrated it. It's called Magical Creatures Make Bad Pets. The whole idea, spoiler alert, okay, is that this little spoiled rotten kid, who is the son of a king, doesn't want a normal pet. He wants a magical creature. And so they go and seek it all out. And it's like, so here's the whole land. And see, it's his birthday, and so they start. He asks for a dragon. That doesn't go over well. Asks for a unicorn. That doesn't really work. The Wolfman's not really happening either, but, they give it a try. And it goes on with phoenixes and, oh my gosh, krakens, and you kind of get the idea. And at the very end of the book, spoiler alert, kids, he gets a dog. So these are $50 each, signed, okay, with a drawing. I draw either like a unicorn or a dragon in there or something, and I put your name in if you want that. And also we've been tossing in bookmarks and all kinds of things like that. Okay, so you get this and that, okay? If you buy more than one copy, okay, the additional copies will be $40 each. So just make a note of how many you're buying, okay? And I'll draw pictures in them and send them to you, okay? The other thing is, if you're interested, many people, you know, we don't bring the original art from the books on the road, you know, but we do have some of the original art from that book. So if you are interested, reach out to me. And yes, you can own some of these pages because they're not doing me any good hanging out here. We have some of the roughs. See, I draw that first, and it comes out like that. We have some roughs. Some of them are real roughs. And we have finishes. And these run between $200–300 a page. If you want to buy all of them, because you're a collector like that, I'll make you a deal. I'll keep a page. And you can have whatever's left. Oh, that's from a different story. Oh, this one's not even in the book. Because this was one that we did to, as I was figuring out the characters. So that's kind of a neat one. I know, right? What are you gonna do? I know. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? These things happen. Happy Halloween. The reason that the artwork's not signed, by the way, and that it will be signed when you buy it, is because you don't sign every page when you're doing a children's book. It's not thought well of. Anyway, so that's that. And we do have, let me look over here for a sec, Rich, and then we're going to say bye-bye. But let me look over here for a minute and see. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you. So we found a couple of these, and I know the Yankees just lost, but there are a lot of big baseball fans out there, and you guys know that some of you, most of you know, that I did an awful lot with Major League Baseball and the minor leagues. Well, this is the Double-A Yankees from the 1990s. This is the Norwich, Connecticut Navigators, Norwich Navigators, and we found a box of these lithographs, and it's unbelievable. It's like these things are printed on the finest art paper. It's absolutely crazy. This Italian guy that did this is just a genius. Anyway, there were 500 of them printed for the inaugural season. And I signed these at Dodge Stadium at the store in 1994. Anyway, if you would like one of these, it's $100. So do 100 and then do 15 for the tube, and we will mail it to you. We have around 10 of these left. I didn't know I had any of these. None at all. And so if you're any kind of a baseball collector, you got it. I didn't resign. It has the Strathmore stamp, and it also has the Navigators embossed there, my logo, and it's the only one they ever did. Mike Lowell was a navigator. Many of the, and many, major leaguers. Derek Jeter was navigator. Lots of guys, Anyway, I can't believe that we have these, but we do. So now you can have one. If you'd like it shipped, FedEx or something, reach out to us and we'll do that for you as well. Okay? Otherwise, we'll put it in a tube. And these are 100, and like I said, I think we have about 10 of these. If somebody wants to buy all 10 and be a pig about it, go ahead. But they're rather large, and they're rather cool. So, if you're a baseball fan, there you go. Anyway, I really, really appreciate you guys coming out. Richie, thank you so much for coming out.
My pleasure.
What should we do besides say goodbye? Let's see.
Well, people are going to request you do the Rainbow Connection.
Oh, okay. We'll just do a little bit of it. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusion. And rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, we will see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. For lovers, for dreamers, and me. To all of you, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so glad that you did. I'm so glad that we can connect this way. If you're on our email list, thank you. If you're not, go to the website and sign up. It's really fun. We give stuff away. We have deals, all kinds of fun stuff. And another one's coming out. Another letter is coming out in a couple of days. Anyway, God bless you. I know that it's been a crazy couple of years and even a crazy couple of months and all of that. If it's of any use to you at all, and it sometimes is for me, when we're going through difficult times, to remember that we're not alone, that we all suffer, that we all go through difficulties, but there's joy and there's happiness. And for me, when I've been the most down, the thing that lifts me up is doing something for somebody else. It takes the focus off my problem and fills my heart with joy. And that's why being a children's book writer and cartoonist and all that stuff has made me a really happy guy. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. Thanks for tuning in. I love you. God bless you.